Hello and welcome to this 5-minute teaching on the supernatural agape love of God. I'm Pastor Jack Shoup with Grace Fellowship of Georgetown, Kentucky, and we're learning the importance of pursuing the supernatural agape of God. The agape of God is a love that human ability cannot produce. It's only received by faith, and it's something that you got to want to go after. Like any promise of God that you're going to receive by faith, you have to pinpoint pursue it. You know, just because you recognize in the Bible that God's a healing God doesn't mean you're going to be healed. You gotta work the word in you that you really believe God's already provided healing for you, and then take steps of faith to step into that healing. The same thing is true with biblical financial increase, prosperity. It's not enough to know He's a prospering God. You gotta work that word in you till you know you have it. Sow the seed, speak the word, and stand until you receive the increase. And the same thing is true about the supernatural love of God. You got to know it's for you. But even more important, you got to know how valuable it is and how vital it is we walk in it. See, we've been given exceeding great and precious promises, it says in 2 Peter chapter 1. And those promises include healing and prosperity, your family being saved, walking in joy and peace, the power of God, power to raise the dead, open blind eyes. All of those are promises in the Word. However, the Bible says you receive them by faith. And it also says in Galatians, faith worketh by love. The energy, the power source, the proper motivation, the birthing point of all we're going to believe for by faith must be rooted coming out of our new nature of love. And if you recognize that, if you recognize love is what's going to energize my faith, it's going to enable me to receive all the promises of God, you'll target it. That's what I want to talk about in this session, is targeting the supernatural agape of God. You've got to want it more than anything in the world. Listen, I like being healed, but I want love more. I like having my bills paid, but I want love more. Because I believe if I'll tap into love, all the other will take place. My faith will be energized to the place sickness can't stick to me. Lack can't in no way connect to me. Love becomes the root source, the root foundation of everything we're going to believe for. And so again, we've got to want it. You've got to want it enough to lay down your life, your soul, your desires, your yins, to pursue it. Again, we read out of John chapter 15, verse 13. Greater love has no man than this, than that he lay down his life or his soul, his suke, for his brother. And what it means is you got to lay down what you want to live your life as a seed. You say, Lord, not what I want, but what can I do to represent you most effectively on the earth? God says you'll represent me when you walk in love. By this shall all men know you're my disciples, when you love the brethren. And so you determine, I'm going to do this. I'm going to target it. I'm going to receive it by faith. And no matter what it takes, no matter the cost, I'm going to walk in agape. And again, it's not automatic. I've been pursuing it for going on 35 years. And I've tasted of it. I've walked in it. I've experienced it. It's shifted things in my life. But I want to live in it full-time, 100%. And I believe we're coming into a time that God's pouring out His glory. He's pouring out His love, that we're going to do that. But it's coming on the bride who will pursue all that God has. And so you got to want it. And again, we've talked about it in past sessions. You got to determine, I'm going to live my life as a seed. Every day I'm going to get up and say, what can I do to be a blessing today? Because see, the nature of fallen man is the opposite of love. And the nature of fallen man says, what can I get from other people today? What can I bring into my life personally today? And it's focused on self more than it is representing the goodness of God. As we live our life as a seed, and we speak the promises of God for us regarding love, we step out and we become a sower, a giver, those that stand and refuse to build walls of self-defense and resistance to our being able to be a blessing. If we'll do that, you're qualified to be a receiver of this end-time outpouring. and you got to want it. That's one of the purposes of these messages, is to target it with everything you have. I'm telling you, when we do, we'll step into it. Be blessed.